been rough sledding, but let's get into the UFC Atlanta card. I really like this one. Tread with caution because we have been cold recently, but we're still going to have action out. I think we're going to have a great card. We've slimmed down some of our bets, and we've also targeted some props here that I think will pay off. So let's dive right into it. First bet of the night, I have a parlay that, in my opinion, is as close to a lock as I will give out, and that is Jamie Lynn Horth, Ricky Simone, and Michael Chiesa. Size advantages for Horth and Chiesa. I think Chiesa gets it done inside the distance. We'll go over that later. And I think that Simone and Jamie Lynn Horth having full camps going up against short notice fighters, I think is going to be a big advantage. And they're also steps above on the advanced metrics. All three of these fighters are higher in advanced metrics than the others. Jamie Lynn Horth, not as much, but Demopoulos, I just think she's coming in here because she's game to fight, but she's going to really struggle. To me, it's a very bad matchup for her with the size disadvantage and their styles being very similar. So give me that parlay, 2.25 units to win 2 units at a minus 113. And our next one here, I love this bet, and I got at it 2 different ways. First, I got Michael Chiesa inside the distance, plus 175. He got bet all the way down to a plus 130 there, and so I used a parlay on Bet Online, and it's Michael Chiesa under 2.5 rounds. So Michael Chiesa parlayed with the under 2.5 rounds plus 200. 1 unit to win 2 units on that, and then 1 unit to win 1.75 on inside the distance. I think he gets a sub here. Big size advantage, massive metrics advantage for Chiesa, and he's been looking really good in his last fights, and he's actually the younger fighter. So give me that all day. Next one, great early bet, Andre Petrovsky. Got him at a plus 174. He's down to a plus 118. I think we might get some playback potentially on Shabazian. And so if we get maybe a plus 150 again, I'll take it. I have him at about 51% chance of beating Shabazian. I think he'll be able to wrestle him here. But I do think it's a 50-50 fight. Shabazian's got great striking. Next one here, Kamaru Usman, a plus 230, massive size advantage. I will have 2 units on this. For now, it's 1 unit. But, my metrics had this a 43% chance with the layoff and the age. But seeing him, how good he looked on the scales, how much bigger he looked than Buckley, and just his experience, his last fight, people forget, was against Hamzat Chimaev, went to decision. There was a draw in there. It was a close fight, especially in the 3rd round. Usman started to take over. This is a 5-round fight with a full camp, not short notice, against a much smaller Buckley. Give me the plus 230 on the former champion, Hall of Famer, Kamaru Usman. And we will have another unit on that, probably live during the fight card, but we'll see. Might drop it early. Last bet of the night for now. I will be doing live betting. I will be doing, I'll be following the MMA Judge Analyzer. He does live scoring, huge live betting opportunities there, and I'll be posting those on Twitter. But last bet for now, Paul Craig inside the distance. If it goes to decision, no action at a plus 400. I put 0.67 units to win 2.67. In my opinion, there's value on that. I think the fight could go to decision. I think he loses if it does. But I do think there's an opportunity. He gets the submission. He gets on top, rains down ground and pound, gets the finish. I see him either getting the finish, getting finished, or going to decision and losing. And so I think we got a greater than 33% chance on that. So I took it, plus 400 there. So that's everything we got. I'm most likely going to be looking into the Cody Durden Ochoa under. I like that. I think there's going to be a barn burner. Both fighters have a crazy style. So there's that. And then there was one other one. I'm going to look at the Ricky Simone. Usually he goes to decision, but knockout in his last fight. And I do think he probably gets a finish on Cameron Smotherman. So I'll see the best way to get at that there. But that's everything we have. A little bit of a lighter card in terms of units out, 6.92. We just got to keep it that way until we can get our footing back. But let's get it back this week. Let's get to the window and let's cash some tickets.